Put on your film face.
You ready?
I am.
Hello, new friends, old friends, family. My name is Nena Mack. I'm an astrologer and a tarot reader. I am very happy to be joining you and my mother right here, awkwardly Gothy, to be giving her a tarot reading. Such a pleasure. Thank you.
Pleasure's mine. Ooh, I just hit, like I always do, hit the microphone.
Are you wanting to shuffle?
No, I will allow you to do that.
Okay. Sometimes I get a little crazy.
No, it's all right.
And when the audio is just card shuffle, I don't.
People like that ASMR.
Yeah, maybe it's my own tick. If I just had to hear this constantly, I don't think I could do it.
Oh,
I don't think I could do it. I do the side shuffle.
It would wear off eventually.
Side
right?
shuffle.
Oh,
my
really?
delicate ears, my fairy ears can't handle it.
And what about the pets?
Do you have a question in mind?
I guess I'll put one out there.
Yeah.
I need to know, like, where should my focus, or what insight can I gain into building my channel Awkwardly Gothy? It says, turn back now.
So we're going to focus specifically on the channel itself, and I'm going to concentrate the energy on looking forward and what that will look like. And we'll see if there's a timeline that is revealed in the reading itself, or some sort of insights, push in a specific direction,
Right.
inspiration. We'll see what pops up. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good reading.
Okay.
Mr. Aoides went and pulled all the cards that you wouldn't want.
Oh,
so those are already all pulled, so I'm pretty
we'll
sure this is going to be a good one. He went ahead and grabbed all those.
Yeah, I don't want any of those.
Yeah, he went ahead and grabbed all those cards for you guys.
That's sweet of him.
There has to be a good cop, bad cop.
Yes.
Okay, so he got all the ones where it's like, I don't really feel I want those cards. Someone's got to deal with them, and I don't think it should be me. So you get all the good ones.
Oh,
You
I
get to
will
good
be
cop.
helping him deal with them, I'm sure.
Right? Okay, here we go.
All right.
I went ahead and shuffled, and then out of my own style and practice, I will cut the deck into 4 piles, starting from my right to my left, and then I just restack them.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do this.
Works.
Card number 1 out of the 11. This card represents the question. So this is indicative of the question itself. So this can be the current moment as to where the channel finds itself. 10 of Wands, Saturn in Sagittarius. So I was talking about Saturn a little earlier and how there's a restrictive nature to Saturn.
Okay.
So when you have Saturn in a fire suit, this creates a situation where you're not feeling as liberated, as freed in your own inspiration as you could be. There's something that, and again, this isn't a physical thing. It's not emotional. It's being done in just your own kind of desires and that spark and just feeling that connection and being plugged in.
Right.
I'm sure you have moments where you're feeling really in the groove, and then there's times where all of that passion is there, all that creativity, it doesn't go anywhere.
Right.
And so you want that to come forward, and you feel yourself, there's something kind of holding you back, and you're very aware of it. And so it's interesting that you bring this up as a question, and that this is the card that represents it, because I think on some level, you know, hey, there's a block in place that doesn't really need to be there. So what can we do to clear that energy up? How do we lighten that up?
Totally.
All right. The card that is opposing or working with the first one, so card number 2, it also acts as a bridge. And this card talks about, it's the Hangman. So it's number 12 out of the 22 major arcana, and it's the water element.
Okay.
So here's the thing. When there's a lot of emotional investment and you're finding yourself you're feeling limited. You know that there's a lot more that you could tap into, and there's a lot more out there that you just want to be involved in. And so this water element, this talks about an emotional sacrifice. This is saying the hard work that's necessary with Saturn has to some extent caused the emotions to say, okay, I've got to focus on this and I need to do this. And it's not as if the emotions are bad. It's just that the emotions are aware of some measure of sacrifice. And it's saying, hey, I really wish that I could feel more charged and more energized. And I know that I can be empowered and I know what I can be connected to, and I want to get back to that place.
Right.
And so this is saying that it has been a little bit of a challenge just trying to figure out how to navigate while there's a block in place. It's taken a little bit of a toll.
Oh, it has.
And so we look at the most recent, or not quite just yet. We'll go to the conscious mind.
Right.
And then we'll do the most recent past and the upcoming future.
Okay.
So card number 3, we're going to put above the cross set. And this is the priestess. And I know you're a priestess. And whether you're a novice or an ordained priestess, it doesn't change.
Right.
You are a priestess, and you are here as a channel of the divine. And so here we have the moon attributes to this card. And what's beautiful about her is that the net she casts is woven from this balance of masculine and feminine energy. So I think you've really been able to get to a place where you are connected to spirit and you are able to operate from a higher vibration.
Yes.
You want part of this reading? Are you our mascot? Are you blessing the cards?
He's stuck is what he is.
I think he's agreeing. I think he's like, look.
Yes, let me at it.
And with the priestess card, you are being asked to connect to spirit on a higher level as you are going to be used in some sort of working. I'm not quite sure what. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. The card number 4 that's in the subconscious, this is the 8 of Swords. It's Jupiter in Gemini. And it's feeling a little overwhelmed. I think the subconscious, you talked about a vacation. I think the mind really does want a little bit of vacation. Just sort of a reset, an unplug, something that's going to recharge you that you know will recharge you. And it's interesting because the goal is to not be overwhelmed.
Right.
So it is just to kind of focus on one thing at a time, adjust to what you feel you can take on, and not try and tax too much of yourself. The conscious mind's very excited, it's engaged, and the unconscious mind is like, hold up.
Yeah, that's
I think in order for me to better move forward and to re-engage with that inspiration, all that fire energy, I think you just need to put a pause on things. I think you need about a week to 8 days for a refresh. Not that you can't still do everything that you're doing, but I think for you, it's going to be do what you need to do, but don't really push yourself at this time. Wait until you're on the other side of the moon, and then start going for it. You know, do multiple things at a time, because I know you're so skilled and I know you're well-rounded, so you're capable of doing multiple things at the same time and still having fantastic results. So I'm just saying right now, maybe focus on just what needs to happen for the next week, and then after this upcoming new moon, I would say being on that waxing side of the moon, it's really going to help with a lot of your projects, and you'll feel that wind beneath your sails, and you'll be able to get a lot more done.
Okay.
So it might seem like,
I should be watching
it might seem as if you are going to be behind, but that's not the case. You'll be right in the groove, and you'll be able to produce more by having that timing coming together. So this is the card of the most recent past. And it's the Knight of Discs, the King of Discs. And this is a gentleman who works very hard. And it can also be more of a personality type, showcasing yourself, where it's fire of earth. And he is the master of manifestation. immediately identifying what it is you want, bringing that down into the emotions and saying, is this actually really what I feel is going to be the best for me? Going to the mind and saying, how do I envision this? How do I picture this? How do I make this happen? And then down on the earth, making it happen. And you do.
Yes.
And I feel like when it comes to your business, it is a reflection of that. You're working very hard on your channels. You work hard on your music. You're such a creative type. And so I do think that this shows a legacy that has already been established and created. And so it's kind of taking stock and saying, okay, what have I done that has really been smart decisions? What have I done that's really paid off? Where have I really delivered for myself? And what have I managed to make? What have I built? Look at what I've done. And so it's really sort of seeing that and knowing that if you wanted to do more, you can, but you already have a lot of stuff that you are able to just continue to build. I don't know if you're looking for new horizons. I don't know if you necessarily want to kind of branch out beyond what it is that you're currently doing. I just think that right now you're looking for the best opportunities and how you can fully express yourself and really just feel enthused by that process. So let's see what the upcoming future has to say. The Queen of Discs. So we went from fire of earth. We crossed this emotional bridge. Where the emotions are gonna become more of a priority. And taking a little bit of a break from anything besides what has to happen for the next week. And the Queen of Discs, she is water of earth, and so she's very receptive, very feminine, and she attracts all the good things to herself. She knows how to sit back and have everything fall in line and really come together in a way that is mutually beneficial for everybody. And so the way I would say this is that it looks like a partnership. There's a partnership that is going to come together, and it's really going to be conducive, and it's really going to help to generate on the earth plane, because both the king and the queen of the suit are out. And so to me, I think it just goes to show that there are things in the work, there are deals, there are partnerships, there are a lot of things that are going to come together and really manifest on the earth plane.
I'll take that.
Yes, these are great cards. Whenever you're talking about a business, you want the presence of discs because you want to know that it's actually materializing. Like, oh, it's not just this ideas. All these cool ideas that I have. Like, is it actually making money?
Or is it
actually
somewhere in the air?
Somewhere? Yeah, is it just something that I'm just daydreaming about and I can't stop imagining? Or is it really going somewhere? And this shows it's going somewhere. There's a hiccup. There's a little bump in the road, and it's not gonna be long lasting. It's just sort of like, hey, there's a need to sort of recharge a little bit. Closer to that vacation. I could see that. So this is the card that represents you, and this is the Princess of Cups. So the Princess of Cups is engaged in an emotional cycle, and it's very familiar to her. She knows how to deal with herself when she's happy, when she's sad, all of those different phases of the cycle. She knows how to manage it. She is Earth of Water. And so all the princess, they have a gift, and her gift is the Two of Cups, which is the true love card. And it talks about a relationship that's emotionally give and take and starting to meet that emotional need. And so in order for you to get the gift of her card and to have that balance and have that emotional need and for you to feel like you're experiencing that and you're operating from that place, that union that happens with the twos, in order for that to happen, you're going to have to break out of this emotional familiarity. And it's going to have to be something completely new, something that brings the emotions into it. And it's to help with the creative expression in general.
Right.
So I do think that people talk about how love can really help when it comes to doing certain projects, whether it's music or painting, writing poetry,
Right.
an artistic endeavor. And I think that the energy of the emotions and getting back to a place where you're feeling the emotional give and take, that's really going to help with your art.
That makes sense. Totally.
So this is the environment. It could be your work, home.
Oh.
Yeah. And I've got the Aeon. So it's card number
Oh.
20, and it's the fire element. So we've got the water element here as the bridge. And then we have the fire element invoked in the environment.
Okay.
And what I'm thinking here is that there's a large change happening.
Okay.
And you're on a threshold of a huge change. This is the doorway. This is the doorway. And once you step through the doorway, you are not able to recross the same way.
Okay.
It's a significant spiritual development.
Oh.
Yes. And so I do think that there's going to be an introduction of new inspiration that's going to come your way. And I think it's going to be relatively soon. I think it's going to be probably in about the next 2 weeks. You're going to tap into something for you that feels new, and it's representing what you want it to represent, and it'll refuel that fire, and it'll re-engage that spark, and you'll feel plugged in again, and that your art is a real reflection of yourself.
Okay.
And so you'll feel passionate about certain endeavors again.
Right. That would be good.
So 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's about the right time period.
And the hopes and or fears, this is the 4 of Wands. This is Venus in the cardinal fire sign of Aries. This is the card permission to be selfish.
Okay.
It's important because when we choose ourselves, especially when we're engaging in different cycles and different processes, by choosing yourself, you are closing a cycle.
Okay.
And so it's saying, what are the most important things to me? What are the things I value the most? What are the things that I really need for myself? And how can I show up for me first? Yes.
Yeah.
This is permission for the next month to be super selfish.
Okay.
And to go after the things that you want for yourself, because it's intended to close a circle. It's going to complete a cycle. And you'll be able to move forward onto these new things that are starting to open up.
Excellent.
And to wrap up a cycle is nice.
Yeah.
Because then you don't feel like, okay, I keep revisiting this. Okay, we're back here again. Oh, here we go again. To be able to move forward and feel like you're
Those
moving forward.
repeating patterns. Or...
Yes, the repeating patterns. And to see yourself there, and you're like, okay, here we go again.
Been there.
And you want to feel like there's a definitive step forward,
Right.
and that's definitely going to happen.
Okay, cool.
So this is the
Excellent.
card that represents the result of the reading. And because there's a question, usually our answer is mainly reflected in this card. So a
Okay.
lot of the positions are going to give information surrounding a situation,
Right.
but usually these first 2 cards and then the card as the result, that's really going to give a lot of insight into the question that was
Okay.
asked. So here we have the 5 of Wands, and it's Saturn again in Leo. And here's the thing. You are able to be a leader, and you are able to show people how to chase their dreams and chase their goals. I mean, you've helped me so much, and you've helped many people around you, and it's important that you own that. Like, take that space, claim that space, because you've done so much. And it's
Right.
like, yeah, it's true.
And that selfish.
Yes, exactly. And it's so empowering when women demand the space.
Yeah.
They unapologetically just take it
Right.
up, demand it, and be that force that you
Right.
are. And so here's Saturn again, and Saturn's saying, oh, well, we've got all this work, and we have all these obligations, and we have these duties, and there's
Right.
all these things I got to try to stay on top of, and there's all these things that I'm needed for. And the leader in you is like, okay, hold on a second. I'm not here to do these things just for the sake of it. I'm
Right.
here to be a light and a guide and a shining star, and you're a leader. And so I think what's going to happen is once you step through this doorway, 2 weeks, you finish this cycle up in the next month, what's going to end up happening here is you're going to see areas in your life that are preventing you from stepping into the leader that you know you are and helping other people forge their paths forward too and really just be a trailblazer. And so you're going to be back in that place where you're feeling energized and you're really feeling the passion from your endeavors. So this is coming up, and usually when I get a card like this for the result, I'll put a card in front and I'll put a card behind because I want to see the motion. I want to know what led to this and where we're going to go.
Okay.
So what led to this is the 7 of Swords, and this is Moon in Aquarius. And so this is having so many options and trying to figure out make up your mind and be a little more single-directed and not be engaged in as many things. And I think it's just because you see the value. You're like, oh, there's so many great things over here, and oh, there's just like, and it's coming from a really great place, and it's because you can see how all of these things are going to really work in harmony in the future, and you know that they can come together. And so that led to this, where you were like, okay, you know, there's so much going on here, and feeling kind of boxed in by that.
Right.
And then we've got the Leo card. So I talked about Saturn and Leo and really stepping up as a leader. And then we get the Leo card, number 11. And it's titled Lust, but it's more of that zest for life. It's really engaging in the world around you and living from the heart and living to the fullest and just loving what you do and being on fire. And it's not so much about the primal aspects of the inner beast and taming the beast. It's not so much about that. It's sort of about enjoying the pleasures of the beast and just being yourself and accepting all those parts and just really stepping into it. And I think that the qualities of being a leader are absolutely here.
Wow. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
So there's probably directions after the next month that are going to open up, and these are going to be new avenues for you, and you're able to take things to a level that you never imagined possible.
Excellent. I can't wait for that to happen.
And here's your gift guide.
What do I get for gift?
Yay!
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Right?
4 of discs, Sun in Capricorn. The manifestation card. Discs always promise money or something on the material plane.
I will take
so
that.
if there's something that you're desiring, or if there's something specifically you're building, this shows that it's going to come together. And the money's there. Being able to rely on it and seeing what you're building and seeing things come together and be able to generate and you know, continue to work towards those goals and move forward. Yeah.
Take that.
That's a good card. That's a good card to have.
That's excellent.
So even though I laid down a few other cards, it was only because I am curious to see what is the upcoming direction. What's the direction? And what I'm seeing here is that you are going to be in a leadership role.
Which is very interesting for me. It's like, I think leaders can take different shapes. It's not necessarily you're telling other people what to do, is maybe being some sort of example.
An example. And it's also certain things that can help people with carving out their path. So doing music workshops or doing when it comes to your channel, encouraging people to collaborate with you. And you've been doing so much already.
Yeah, way more than I thought I was going to.
And I think that's going to continue. And I think all these things are going to open up for you.
Excellent.
So,
well, thank you so much.
And you're going to have all this fire energy.
I'm going to replay this over and over again, especially when I need. But this makes a lot of sense, because just today I was like, okay, because I've been trying to push out 2 videos a week, and I'm like kind of tripping over myself. And it's like, you know what? doing all that and being, becoming frustrated and losing the spark and the love because I'm just like trying to do the thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm totally going to listen to this advice for sure.
I think Monday, just waiting out the rest of this eclipse season,
Right.
getting back on it in a week on Monday, and just operating from this place where you're re-energized, reinvigorated. You've got all this fire. You've got all this inspiration.
I know it's in there.
Go to the things that you love, that you
Right.
know are going to really give fuel to your soul.
Exactly. Like music, I got to get back into that.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
and art.
I see a lot of music and art up here
Yeah.
to kind of offset things. And this is really interesting. So in 2 weeks' time.
I'm very interested. Well, it could be because I'm planning to do something in October with music again, but tying into this channel.
Yeah.
So somehow it might, but it could also be a couple other things I'm
It's
thinking
really, I think you should absolutely tie it.
Yeah.
And it's really going to just open up something. It is so
I know it
interesting.
will. I know it will. And your readings are always very intuitive and the best. So
we're going to revisit in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Hopefully we get updates.
Yeah, definitely. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
All right, beautiful heathens. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Until next time, take care of your fellow goths and other alternatives and your witchy people, both online and in real life. And until next time, love you all. Bye.